Hey there guys, today I wanted to chat to you about how fractional CMOs create growth inside a business and who is a fractional CMO and why you should get one at a certain point of your business. So firstly, let's define these fractional roles that keep coming up. So fractional roles are becoming more and more prevalent in smaller businesses. The reason for that is because a lot of businesses can't afford or don't need a full-time resource going in, whether it's for marketing, whether it's IT, whether it's sales. It's a lot easier to get someone in on a fractional basis. You pay a lot less, but then you can still get the outcomes. This is particularly relevant to smaller B2B businesses. Usually smaller B2B businesses are higher ticket and therefore they don't need as many customers, they don't need as many leads coming through, and ultimately they need less marketing going on. So it presents a really good opportunity to bring an expert in this area of marketing, sales, IT in to make sure that the organization is doing things at a high level rather than just floating by and marketing being something you do on the side or IT being something you do on the side rather than maximizing the opportunity that is there. So generally, if you're a business that has below, say, 10 to 15 staff and you're in that B2B landscape, as I said, it doesn't make sense to bring in a full-time resource. Once you get sort of above 15, 20, 30 staff, then yes, you need more marketing activity going on in order to grow, and therefore you need someone probably more on a full-time basis in order to do that. So this is how a fractional CMO comes into the business and ultimately drives this growth. Firstly, they come in and work out what the organizational strategy is and what sort of growth path this organization wants to be on. When we understand that, then we can understand ultimately what this marketing strategy needs to be. We can align who our target audience is, how many leads we need, how much branding work we need to do, how many lead channels we need to generate the inquiries that we need in order to grow, and then everything flows out of that. So essentially, the marketing plan gets aligned to the business's strategic plan, which is ultimately the first step in growing. Once we get there, then we need to set up the marketing and sales processes. Now, a marketing person is generally not going to tell people in sales how to do their presentations. That's typically more of a sales manager's role to do that. But ultimately, the marketing manager can oversee the stats and reporting that go behind that and then into the CRM. Because ultimately, the better the data that we get, and this is one of the key functions of a fractional CMO, making sure that we've got great data to be able to make great marketing and sales decisions. On top of that, it's the fractional CMO's position to then oversee the development of all the marketing automations, bringing AI into things, making sure that we've got a really good CRM in place that's been updated and worked on, and then ultimately drawing reporting out of that mechanism to then make sure that we've got everything that we need to then execute on our marketing strategy. If you're in sort of an early stage B2B business and we're looking to execute, what that typically would look like is that we've just decided who our target audience is, we're really specific on that, what our offer is, we create all of the assets that we need to do lead generation. We've chosen our lead generation channel. We've gone about implementing that because ultimately, once we've done that, that's when we look at outcomes. Reporting is going to give us those outcomes. Are we achieving or not? And what do we need to do to, if we're not, achieve more so that we can achieve our organizational targets? That's how a fractional CMO works. You don't need someone in there necessarily 40 hours a week to do that. Someone coming in 10 hours a week, 5 hours a week, 20 hours a week, whatever it may be, what makes sense to your business, that's the sort of drive that your business needs to be able to succeed on its growth path.